Welcome to another episode of What's the Word podcast. Your man Dykeman Drew. I got my guys with me, Lefty and Gio. What's good, fellas?
Yo, what's good?
Yo, what's the word? What's the word? We got the NBA coming up real soon, tomorrow, as a matter of fact. And I wanna go on record all our predictions for how we think this season's gonna go. That way, when we argue in a few months, we can go back to YouTube and bring this up, because some of us change what we say on camera. All right, so first of all, who y'all think is coming out the East in this new format? Because now, they got the 10 teams and the 8 and the 7 switch, and it's weird. So, who you think? How you think the Eastern Conference is gonna go?
Gio, you want to start that?
Yeah, man.
There's been changes and all that. You know what I mean? The East changed, and
Yeah, the East changed. I mean, look, it looks like it's gonna be the Nets, the Celtics up top. You know what I mean? I will have to throw Toronto in there. And
that's 3 teams. Don't do that, twin. Don't do that. You said you got your Celtics out the way, and then after that it's just Toronto and nobody else in the East. Washington's not better with Russell Westbrook.
I said Brooklyn.
Yeah, Brooklyn. Yeah, okay. You said Brooklyn. You said Boston.
Yeah, but I'm thinking, look, when we talk about who's going to take the East, we're talking about, I like bringing up the top 4 teams.
All right.
Going to have the home field advantage in the playoffs.
That's fair. So who's your 4th team?
Right. So, listen, there's a lot of shit happening. Oh, my bad. Milwaukee.
So no Miami. Miami's out of here. It's tough, bro. It's tough to say 4 teams. Now,
I'll switch Miami with Toronto. You know what I'm saying?
Miami or Toronto, you mean it's like give or take?
No. I'm talking about I'm taking Toronto off and putting Miami. Milwaukee, Miami, Nets, and the Celtics are the top 4 teams coming out of the East for the playoffs.
And who would you say is your sleeper team? We always get one of those.
Yes. Let's talk about sleeper teams. Sleeper teams, I'm gonna say all right. We forgot Philadelphia. All right, and
there's a few things you forgot because go ahead.
I mean, I guess you could call Philadelphia my sleeper team.
Okay. So let me ask you a question real quick. What do you think Russell Westbrook will do in the Eastern Conference now? Because he's not on a bad team. He does. You know what I mean? Like, you don't think they'll make any noise? Because he was getting to the playoffs every year in the West, right?
Yes, and they're gonna make noise. They're gonna go to the playoffs.
Okay. All right. That's fair enough.
To the playoffs. My problem with Westbrook is when he plays the same team over and over again, and they scout against him. He doesn't make adjustments. He just pushes his will upon them, and in the playoffs, it's shown that it doesn't take him to the next round.
Got you. G, what you think about the East this year?
Well, basically, yeah, the same teams, but I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna go Milwaukee, Brooklyn. I'm gonna go Milwaukee, man. Milwaukee got better. I think they're still the team to beat in the East as far as the regular season. I'm not talking, right? We're not talking playoffs yet. We're talking
no.
72 games. I don't see no low management. Where I see the Nets probably little low management, probably even Joel, little low management. So in the regular season, I'm gonna go Milwaukee. I'm gonna go Philly as far as top 4 teams. Milwaukee, Philly, New Jersey, and Boston. Those are my top 4 teams.
So you don't have Miami up there either.
No, Miami had the 5th seed last year. I mean, they built more for the playoffs, right?
Yeah,
they can shoot the basketball.
And they made changes. They made changes.
Yeah. And they're gonna get everybody's best shot next year. They're the defending conference champions. Nobody's sleeping on them no more. They're getting everybody's best shot.
I don't think anybody, if like we're saying, in a regular season, if KD is gonna be how he's looking right now, if that's what he's coming back as, and even though Kyrie with his flat earth and all that and his sage and all that, when he puts the ball on the floor, he's different. Now, if they're gonna figure that out, I don't see nobody in the East being able to beat them, because Caris LeVert gets busy. Dinwiddie plays a great role. They got a nice big to play the middle and block shots and change shots and all that. Like, I think the Nets are it. Milwaukee, I think Miami as well. I think what Miami did last year, I don't see them going to the finals again, but I think they'll be a top team in the East. I do. I think so. If Dragic comes back and he does what he can do and help them out, I think they solid. Boston, for sure. And I think Tatum is going to do like near Kobe shit. Like, I just think it's a matter of time before it like constantly clicks for him, because sometimes he looks great, sometimes he looks like, okay, you got to get it together. But that's anybody. He's human. But Shorty is dead nice, bro. Shorty's dead nice. But for some reason, I think your man Russell Westbrook and Bradley Beal can make a lot of noise, a lot more noise than expected in the East, because
I don't like what's around them. I don't like the rest of the team.
I've seen, but he's done it with less.
Yeah, but it's really not. Besides them two, the rest of the team, Ichimura plays ball, but he's young. And you got Brian in the middle. He hoops, but he's not Steven Adams as far as the athlete where, he's going to go get everything that they throw up at him.
No, absolutely not.
I
know. I don't think they're going to be in the finals. I think they'll make noise, though.
They're not.
I think it's going to be easier for him.
Their first pick is a point guard. The kid from overseas, a Jury kid.
Yeah.
So I don't even know how much he gets to play development with those two guards. Yeah. Or maybe they will play him 3 guards the way the NBA is now. I mean, because you drafted them first, your team is not great. Might as well play 3 guards.
I think pretty much, though, the East is going to come down to KD and Giannis.
No, my only concern with the Nets is they never played together. That's my only concern.
Yeah, I think they'll figure it out.
I'm not used to seeing teams get to the finals that never played together. And the times that we did, like when LeBron and Dwayne Wade got together, D Rose won an MVP. He had the best record in the East. Mm-hmm. They had more chemistry. They had been together for a few years.
Yeah.
When in the playoffs, then shit got different, where the best players on the court won the series. LeBron.
That's what I think. I think you get KD anywhere near the playoffs, he's going to do what he does, man. Like, It's tough to beat him in the series.
And I think KD coming off that injury got to take some time off too, man. I think he plays 60 games maybe.
I think that's enough to get them through, though. Not in the top 2, but if he's good for the playoffs, he's good. He just got to get to the playoffs.
I can't see no other team in the East low management the way they will. Kyrie usually takes his time off, and then KD, you want him to be good for the playoffs.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So I can't see them winning the East if that's gonna happen.
I can, because if once they get to the playoffs, it's a totally different.
No, but we're talking about winning the East. Who's gonna have the first? Who's gonna have the
Oh,
first?
okay, got
seed,
you. Yeah,
second
okay.
seed, third seed.
Got you.
I'm thinking about playoff regular season wins.
I got you. Yeah, that's not far fetched. Who you think's coming out the East?
See, that'll be different, man. And I will have to go with something like what you said, man. If KD is healthy and the way he's looking now, and how can you go against them? Like, how can you go against them?
Yeah.
And then the team is good around them. It's not like you got a bunch of slouches with him.
That's what I'm saying.
He's gonna be the best player on the court in every series.
Yeah.
And you know how I feel about that. Best player on the court wins the series. As long as he has a talent equal to the best player on the court. The other best player. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
With KD, if you got talent equal to everybody else, he's the best player out there. And those guys usually win playoff series.
No, I agree. How about you, Twin? Who you got coming out the East?
Listen, I got the Celtics, man.
Okay.
I got the Celtics coming out. You know, I don't think it's about it. It's just about if we could just get over that Eastern Conference Finals. We've been there 3 times out of the last 5 years. I'm hoping that this is the experience that they need. That they needed to get there now and get over the hump with Tristan Thompson and stuff like that.
No Kemba to start the year. No real backup point guard. No proven backup point guard.
We got Jeff Teague to start while Kemba's out, right?
And then who's backing him up after that?
And then we drafted that little white boy from Oregon,
Pritchard.
Yeah. And you know that Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum be dribbling the rock. You know what I'm saying?
But for them to facilitate when you need them to score, you lost Hayward.
We never. If you think about the last 5-6 years of the Celtics, we don't have a facilitator per se. You know what I'm saying? Even when Kyrie was there, he wasn't there just dishing. You know what I mean? Like, now with Kemba, he averages 6 assists. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like our offense don't run off that stuff. You know what I mean?
So you got them beating Milwaukee and the Nets in a series.
Yeah.
That's tough.
I mean, you know I'm biased. I'm a Celtic fan for the records.
Nah, yeah, but sometimes you're realistic. You know what I'm saying?
But
so what? This time he's not being realistic?
Nah, he's a fan and he feels that way. He feels he got stuff to back it up. It's not like he's just saying it and he got Jared Dudley starting. You understand what I'm saying? Like, he got a team that you, as a Celtic fan, you can argue and say you feel that way, and it doesn't sound crazy.
On paper.
Now, I don't think they're coming out the East.
You rather have. I'm just thinking right now, like the duos in the East. They probably got the 6th best duo in the East, right? KD, Kyrie, Giannis and Holiday, Simmons, Joel, Bradley Beal,
Westbrook.
So maybe the 5th best tandem out there, and the youngest.
It's tough, but I don't. You know what I mean? I can't knock them. We got it here. I
can't see them losing. I mean, I can't see them losing more games than Washington because of what's around Washington. But in the playoff series, those two against the Celtics too, tough. I think I gotta go Washington. Just off who's gonna impose their will in that series.
But what do you think they're gonna do differently than what they did last year, Twin?
I mean, honestly, what we're gonna do different is we're gonna have Tristan Thomas there, right? And this is what I'm banking on in a series. You know what I'm saying? Like rebounding, offensive possessions. Like he does the things. You know what I'm saying? More lockdown defense. When it comes to getting those key rebounds, key stops, I think that'll make the difference. But ultimately, I don't think much is gonna change.
What about honestly. That bench? You like that bench?
I don't like that bench, but everybody's rotation shortens in the playoffs, bro. Like, so I'm not even worried about that.
So in the series, like what G, going back to what G said, you think the Celtics can beat Bradley Beal and Russell Westbrook in a series?
Yes.
Okay.
That's not a problem. Boston, this is how I look at it real quick. This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Even though I'm a fan.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is the Celtics have found a way to get to the Eastern Conference Finals pretty consistently. You understand what I'm saying?
The East is deeper now.
It's changed, deeper. Twin. It's changed.
It's changed. It's changed. But listen, we got two tough guys that you could see when it's time to in the playoffs. They can't turn it up. They can't adjust. We lost to Miami to go to the finals, and we won 2 games, and we lost 2 games that we could have won, right? And then there was another game that the guy blocked the dunk to go to overtime. Like these, I would bet that these guys could get to that position again, where there's just a play or 2 away from getting over the hump. That's how it comes down when it comes down to playoff basketball. I hear what you're saying about Washington, but this is where my man Russell Westbrook has coming up short. He'll give you a good series and lose and not advance because of some of the, ego issues he has about not taking situational basketball more seriously when you're down 2 or 3 and there's only 2 minutes left. He's taking bad shot selections. You know that when it goes in, he's the hero, but when he misses, he goes home. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's my man. And I believe he has the power to change that, like to make a difference in the playoffs, to win series if you just take these situational basketball more serious. It's the same thing happens with James Harden. He wants to play like he plays in the regular season, forced in the playoffs, and he doesn't adjust to when the defense takes that away. You know what I mean? It's like crazy to me. Meanwhile, LeBron, right, will give you 30 and 10 and 10, and then he'll give you 15, 7 and 6, and they'll both win. Because he'll do exactly what he needed to do to try to get that win. I mean, I don't think it's that complicated.
I hear you.
Comes to that stuff.
I hear you. So that's Boston, you got Boston. I got Brooklyn. Who you got? Crack.
To win the regular season, Milwaukee.
And to come out of the East?
And to come out of the East.
Oh, to come out the East? I'm going to have to say, man, as much as I don't want to, if KD hoops, I'm going to go KD.
Well, you're a Nets fan.
I know, but listen, man, I haven't seen them play together yet. So I'm going to go.
Facts.
I'm going to go Milwaukee, man.
Milwaukee coming out the East.
I'm going to go Milwaukee.
Okay, fair enough.
I think it's due.
Fair enough.
Exactly. It's mad people could pick Milwaukee just off the fact that how many times are they gonna fuck up in the playoffs?
They got Holiday now. It's different.
They got Holiday.
He's different. He's different, bro.
He's different.
Like he's different. He's different. Like he makes shots. He can make plays. He's tough. He lock up. Yes, facts. And he can make shots. He's not scared to take shots. He's not scared to make shots. You know what I mean? Like, he's different. The one that, to me, is questionable is Middleton. That's just my thing. Like, he looks great when he looks great, but he don't look great when he needs to look great. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know what I think is the problem with that? They be trying to have this nigga Giannis on the point too much, dribbling the ball around. You understand what I'm saying? In the playoffs, they pack the paint, and now Middleton and all these other guys are getting the ball with 6-7 seconds on the shot clock and having to rush what they're doing.
But I think Holiday takes that away from him. I don't think he has to do it now.
I don't understand why they don't try to use Giannis more like they use Anthony Davis. Like, real talk.
Because he can't shoot.
Because he can't shoot.
But what do you mean? Anthony
I
Davis
think he's going to shoot better this year. I think that's going to be a crazy.
He should post more.
He's going to shoot over 35% from three this year.
Who?
Giannis?
Yeah. And he's going to shoot 5 or 6. He's going to shoot between 35 and 40%. He wants to get better. He takes them.
He takes them to be about 35 to 40.
35 to 40.
He's not shooting 35.
Now he can't go back on it this time. 35 to 40.
35 to 40 this year.
That's tough.
And
that's
shooting
tough.
them. And I'm not going to say he's going to shoot 2 a game.
I know.
Shooting 4 or 5 a game.
Yeah, he takes them. He takes them. But I think having Drew Holiday there gives Giannis the opportunity to chill, my nigga. Like, back up. Get the rock there. Because I agree with what you're saying to an extent of getting the ball in the post. He can't play like Anthony Davis because he can't face up and jab, jump shot. Like he got to dribble, dunk.
He could take that. He'll have an easier time getting consistent on that shot than a 3-pointer. And just for the records, I'm going to say that Giannis is going to take less threes this year than he took last year.
I think he'll take more, but I don't think he'll be between 35 and 40.
He's not. I don't think he's going to be 35 or 40, and I don't think he's going to be taking them shots. I like that, like he's been taking them. I think he's going to tone it down. He's still going to take him. I think he's going to tone him down.
Ben Simmons needs to take them same shots. Make them miss.
I'm not bad at Ben Simmons not taking them, though.
Bro, I've seen people back up to the free throw line when they guard him.
Listen, them niggas
that's not good, bro.
They took Toronto to a 7-game series with Kawhi making a tough shot over Joel Embiid, bro.
Jimmy Butler wasn't there that year, right?
Yeah.
Huh?
Jimmy Butler wasn't. Okay, thank you.
Yes, he was.
Thank you. So what are you saying? They're not the same team.
Well,
they're nowhere near the same team. Jimmy Butler just took another team to the finals.
All right. Now we're going to see. This is going to be the first time to see him.
Hold on. So you mean Ben Simmons' inability to shoot? Ben Simmons able to just make 4 mid-range jump shots. Kawhi's shot doesn't even matter, bro. He don't shoot. He's irrelevant. He takes himself out the offense too much. In transition, he's great. I love him. But in a half-court set, what is he doing? Setting a screen, and he's not dunking from the free throw line, bro.
Listen, he has a post game where he shoots running hooks with the left or the right.
Moving with the ball in a set, he's ineffective because on a pick and roll, he's not shooting. You know that.
Okay,
we know this.
Ben Simmons is an All-NBA caliber player, regardless.
I agree, but he needs to shoot the ball to be that player.
I hear you, but I'm gonna focus on what he can do good.
The caliber is there, but yo, bro. Listen, just take the shots. That's my thing. Just take the shots. Because I argued with Junior for a whole year telling him you bugging. Ben Simmons about to be that next deal. Watch this. And then I saw what he was doing. I'm like, yo, I've never seen anybody this nice played like, yo, bro, they go to the free throw line on him, bro. Like, that's crazy. He's not. I mean, listen, next, I'll leave it there. The Western Conference. Let's talk about that. The West. You guys go first.
Of course, the best team in the world right now on paper is no question the Los Angeles Lakers.
Yeah,
no question the best team on paper. They got better. Got rid of 2 bigs and added 2 bigs I don't think there's any question that they upgraded there with Gasol passing from the elbow and the cuts and what's going to go on with
passes and all that. Yeah. Facts.
After that, Denver's young. They're gonna win regular season games. Dallas young. If Porzingis there, they're gonna win regular season games. And I really like Portland. They got better. They got deeper. Their bench got better. And I'm gonna put it out there. I think Damian Lillard wins the MVP. I'm going not just a sleeper because Luka, Vegas got Luka winning the MVP. Then you got LeBron and KD and AD. I think Damian, he wins enough games out west. He's gonna have 30 a game, 8 assists. I think he's gonna be in it for the MVP.
So no Utah. Utah's out of here.
Well, Utah to me has the 5th pick, has the 5th best team.
Okay.
Lakers, Denver, Dallas, and the Clippers. And the Clippers may low management, so Utah may take that spot. Dependent. That what I'm hearing is Tyronn Lue don't want none of that low management shit. He gonna play these dudes. So if that's the case, then they get a top 4 seed. And Lakers are too good to lose many games. And then those 2 young teams in Dallas and Denver, they're gonna win regular season games. And then
who you got coming out the West?
But no question, the Lakers, man. I can't see the Lakers losing to anybody 4 times in a series.
Yeah.
I think
I keep it simple. Listen, I don't play with LeBron. I don't disrespect that man. That man is for the last 15, 10, 12 years, he's been the hardest man to eliminate in the playoffs. I'm the Lakers coming out of there. My sleeper team is Utah. And
that's your boy over there. Stan.
Yes,
that's your mans in them.
That's my mans in them.
You got 2 of them in the league, 2 of your peoples.
Huh?
You don't think I say 2 of them? Your man Pascal's on Golden State.
Golden State,
they depend too much on Mitchell for a bucket, though, man.
Utah?
Yeah. They it's really nobody else.
My nigga. Listen, Mitchell, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm putting this shit right now on the motherfucking record. I'm gonna throw a quick little $100 or $200 on Mitchell for MVP. You heard? Just off the fact that nigga led the playoffs in scoring last year.
Yeah, but their offense doesn't run that way in the regular season, and it's been proven that I forget his name. He played that dude. Oh, Snyder. It's been proven that Snyder lets him go in the postseason. Like it's happened 3 straight years, especially his rookie year. The second year, it wasn't as beautiful as the first and the last one, but from regular season, from what we know from his system, like Donovan Mitchell may not have 30 a game, but in the playoffs he lets him go.
I hear you,
but we've seen,
bro. I hear what
and
you're
then you
saying,
have to have,
my nigga.
You have to have.
He averages 20 already,
my brother. But you also have to have one of the top seeds in your division, in your conference, to even be considered for MVP. So
okay, my nigga. I'm not trying to convince you.
No, I'm not
trying to convince you.
I'm trying to tell you why Vegas has him as such a low underdog. Because
heard you.
Don't forget.
My point is, he's already averaged 20, right? He was arguably one of the better players in the playoffs last year, right?
Yeah, last 3 years.
He signed his major contract.
Yeah.
And you would think he would be getting better next year with the role. And he's their best player. So, I hear you about Snyder's offense. It doesn't matter when he's still going to get 15 or 20 shots every night.
Yeah, he's going to have his 25.
That's what I'm saying.
He's going to have his 25. But from what I know, the MVP of the season in the NBA, you have to win close to 60 games.
Heard you. It's only going to be 70-something games.
Also,
and And all I want to say is, I'll lose my money gladly if he doesn't win the MVP, because it's so much money you would win if he does. You understand? And one of the only reasons that I'm even putting the money up is because I feel like, you know, I seen the nigga coming up. I always talked about the nigga, so fuck it. I throw my money on these other niggas that I don't know. And
listen, I agree with Vegas. It's a long shot.
Yes, I agree with Vegas. That doesn't mean that they're right.
Yeah, facts. That's a fact.
That doesn't mean that the guy that they have with the best odds to win the MVP is going to win it.
Which is Luka.
You think Luka's going to win the MVP?
I got Luka or KD.
They're expecting Luka to win games. Like I said, you have to win games.
I was waiting my turn, but I got Luka or KD, depending on how KD does the low management thing, because a series and an MVP is two totally different things. I think if he's resting, he could take a series from anybody. But MVP, I got Luka first. Like I think he's gonna just do different.
I'm not picking none of the obvious dudes.
I just thought so last year. I said it's gonna be different next year, yo. What he's doing right now, son. I got KD or Luka.
I wouldn't know.
All right, Luka. I rock with Luka Doncic. I think he's gonna do what they predicted him to do. I think so. But what's your teams from the West? My bad. We got off that.
No. I got the Lakers are taking it. My sleeper.
Oh, okay. Got you. Utah. All right.
And I believe that Portland is going to be one of the top 4 seeds. Lakers, Portland. You know what I'm saying?
And Donovan Mitchell for MVP.
No, that's what I'm going to put money on.
Okay. Who you think is going to be the MVP of the league this year?
Listen, I wouldn't put it past
LeBron James. That's the obvious, though, man.
I'm not gonna say LeBron James.
No. I know you not, but like, that's pretty.
They're not gonna give it to him.
He's the MVP since he got in the league, man. You take him off any team he's ever been on, and they're not as good as they are with him. Isn't that what an MVP is?
Yeah.
So who you got taking the MVP?
I want to think out the box, like Gio. That Dame Lillard pick is a good one. I probably would have picked Dame Lillard myself when thinking out the box, because
out the box, I'm going Anthony Davis.
All right, out the box,
Anthony Davis.
Out the box, I'm gonna go Joel Embiid.
Okay.
Just trying to foresee new coach, him. Again, you one of the better players in the league, boy. You got to step your game up.
Yeah, I mean, he really does. And it has to equal wins, because, to be honest with you, man, with him and Ben Simmons, they should have done a lot more than what they have as of yet. Just my opinion. Because now the East is more competitive than it's been in the last few years. And they ain't get it right, bro, when it was wide open. Pause. When Braun left. Like that was a window for anybody to try to run up a finals appearance. Didn't mean you was going to win, but you got it. That this is the opportunity, bro, because as long as he's been in the East, it was his.
Kids is young still, man. Like
Embiid is young?
Yeah, they're not even 25 yet, right? 24, 25.
Impossible.
Yeah.
That's African papers. He can be 24, 25. He
got to be in his mid-20s at least.
No, he's not old. He's not old. But I think he's been around long enough to, like, not win. Show that they almost there. They not turning the corner. They was turning the corner with Jimmy Butler, bro. He ain't there.
But I want to blame Brett Brown for some of their shortcomings, bro.
I wouldn't argue that.
You know what I'm saying? I want to say that
you don't blame Ben Simmons though, not being able to shoot. You don't think that has any effect on Philadelphia Sixers basketball?
I think he's so good at so many other things that
I think he is, but I think with that he's that much better, and that's what puts them over. I think that's the only thing that's keeping him from superstar. Just a mid-range and free throws. I'm not talking about threes. I'm not talking about threes because that'll be a waste of talent for him to be a pull-up three-point shooter. I'm just talking about being able to take somebody down and stop and pull up, and that's all I'm talking about.
This game,
I'm not even talking about threes.
Without 3-pointers.
He gets to the basket.
There were people that were successful in this game without shooting. You understand what I'm saying? The 3-point line has changed everything.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about threes. I'm not talking about 3-point shooting.
Even jump shots, because I think you're not giving him credit for his post-up game. Like,
no, I give him credit for everything else. Nah, I don't think there's a flaw in his game besides the fact that he just lacks that confidence to pull up and take a jump shot. That's it. Just take them, bro. It's gonna change the whole game. Because if they see that you're willing to take them, they're gonna guard you different. And if he get any of those big bumbolons to step out, it's over. Because that's when he gets with it, and that's what he could do at 6'10". But I think just be able to hit a mid-range shot will make him even more of a threat. Because now they got to come out to guard him. They don't got to wait for him at the 3-point line. That's all I'm saying. Ben Simmons is a problem. I thought by now he'd probably have like been snubbed for MVP or two. I thought he was going to be that nice, bro.
It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me if, like, I went on the limb saying Damian Lillard, but it wouldn't surprise me if Jokic wins the MVP. The Joker. I know his team is going to win regular season games.
Yeah.
He came in the top 3 last year, so he's already getting the votes from the media. So that wouldn't surprise me.
No.
That wouldn't surprise me.
That wouldn't surprise me.
And I wouldn't be surprised if
it's not gonna be nobody. Like, it's not gonna be a James Harden, the Westbrooks, I believe it's not gonna be the KD. It's not gonna be nobody like that. It's gonna be somebody new and fresh.
It might be Giannis again.
No, he's not Larry Bird.
I don't see it.
I don't care how many games he wins. It's already in people's minds what he does in the playoffs, and I can't see, not this year, him getting it again.
No way.
I can't see it. I can't see. He's not Larry Bird, man. Like,
unless he averages a triple-double.
Mike don't got 3 in a row. LeBron don't got 3 in a row. Kobe got 1. Period.
Yeah.
Shaq got 1. I can't see him winning 3 in a row. I can't see it.
They like him.
Yeah, they do. But also, remember, it's in everybody's mind what happens in the playoffs. The first year, all right, we forgive that. The second year, though, like, you may have looked worse the second year than the first year in the playoffs. So, you know, it's like, I can't see it happening.
So Golden State, nothing? Y'all don't expect Golden State to be any good?
Well,
Golden State got too much going on.
They're not coming out the West.
No, not coming out. But I didn't say that. I said, do y'all expect them to be good?
Golden State gets an 8 through 10 seed probably.
8 through 10?
8 through 10, man.
Okay.
They ain't never played together before. The bench is not that good. Bogus not coming back. Barbosa not coming back. Iguodala, Livingston, Spice. These dudes ain't coming back, man. And Clay not coming back this year. KD not coming back this year. So how can I possibly have faith in, you know,
Steph Curry
and the team period? In the team period, that what functions around him, because if he's not ending up with open shots because nobody else on his team can shoot, nobody else, then, you know, they make the playoffs because 10 teams make the playoffs, man.
Got you.
Phoenix is probably better than them right now. If Booker
Phoenix,
played the way he's been playing, and Monty Williams is a great coach, like.
He lets him hoop, man.
He's a great coach. Whatever he's doing, he's a great coach. There's a lot of teams. Houston's probably better than them right now, just because of James Harden, and probably just better than them right now, man.
John Wall, DeMarcus Cousins.
Probably better than now. These dudes, one of them become a second option, and then the third.
My thing is, if James Harden agrees to come off the ball, that'll work. They could work because John Wall's not gonna hesitate. He's not gonna have a problem passing the rock, man. Like, that's a known fact. Like, I would think James Harden would be better off with a John Wall than a Russell Westbrook.
Well,
for how he plays.
The thing with that is that Russell Westbrook can turn into his mindset. Just give me the ball, I'm attack.
Exactly.
That's not John Wall.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So that works more to James Harden's favor.
It only happened because they traded Capella, remember?
Yeah.
To open up the paint for Westbrook so he wouldn't have to shoot threes.
Yeah.
And it worked, but I don't know if I know John Wall don't have that mentality to go out there and have 27.
Not at all.
To shoot every 2 times he gets the basketball. Every other time he gets the basketball to take a shot. Where Westbrook can have a problem doing it.
Yeah, that's what he does. He does that in his sleep. Have y'all seen any rookies that y'all like for this rookie of the year? Who's impressed you so far from what you've seen?
Cole Anthony's look good.
Okay.
Cole Anthony was busting LaMelo's ass the other day. I ain't gonna say busting his ass, but every time LaMelo was guarding him, Cole was going at him easy.
Mm-hmm.
Like LaMelo played no defense
at all.
I think there's so much hype behind that kid. He's not even gonna start.
I'm seeing that. Seeing that.
Yeah, he's not gonna start. He's gonna start Rozier and Grant.
Yeah, I know.
He's 6'8". Put him somewhere. Put him at the 3.
Take him off the ball. Let him run. Let him bring it up or something, because that kid could pass the shit out the ball, bro.
PJ Washington's a grown ass man. Hit the 3.
Yeah.
Like, you're not gonna. But you drafted him number 3, so sooner or later you gotta give him the basketball.
No, I'm thinking a number 3 pick is starting.
They're gonna lose. They're gonna lose Graham or Rozier.
Terry Rozier's over there, right?
They can't pay Graham. Graham blew up. He's gonna have to go. They can't pay him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think that they should just play all 3 of them together, man.
Gordon Hayward, ¿dónde lo deja?
Well, I mean,
that's the cash cow.
The kid is 6'8". The kid is 6'8", man. Like, you gotta let him play. You have to let him play. And I don't see why not let him play this year.
Listen, the kid is not even. Look, they played Orlando and Charlotte played 2. I feel like 3 fucking times. I think I saw that shit. Right, and the nigga Melo. You see how they switch everything? Nigga always forget.
Yeah, he played no defense.
The nigga switch on his man. He's not ready for that snap shit yet.
Yeah.
It might not be his talent.
It's just moving at a different speed.
To keep up with the speed of how everything else outside of offense.
Exactly. It's moving at a different speed.
The kid at Cleveland looked good, the Okoro kid.
Yeah.
I like the kid at Chicago. From the preseason, just from watching a few games. The Williams kid, he looked decent.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Edwards.
I was going to ask you, what you think about Edwards?
I don't know if Karl Towns and D'Angelo Russell want that to work.
Yeah, I don't see it either.
I hope so, but it seems like he had no confidence the first game
at all,
and they didn't want to give him the basketball. Like
he airballed it and all that. Like he was nervous.
I mean, it's the beginning. Can we talk about who you think got better? I think from like a second year, I think Ja Morant's on his way to the Hall of Fame.
Ja Morant is a problem.
It's change of pace, how he could just go 100 miles per hour and just slow down, see the court, and make everybody around.
He's in the Matrix, bro. The game is moving like this to him.
Jesus
slow.
Christ, man.
He's 10 steps ahead of everybody else.
They couldn't guard him 5, couldn't guard him in college.
And he's taking off on whoever's there.
Zion looks like he got much better, right? His weight and all that. I was telling Lefty, I was telling you guys the other day, RJ Barrett still can't shoot it.
Yeah, RJ Barrett, Cam Reddish.
Cam Reddish, he's gonna have less of an opportunity now.
Totally.
Bogdanović and Gallinari there.
Yeah.
I hope Rondo can help his game, man, because the kid got talent.
We'll see.
Darius Garland looked good at Cleveland.
Yeah. Who you got for Rookie of the Year?
I'm going to go with the kid that's going to get the most opportunity, and I'm going to go with the kid at Cleveland, Okoro.
Okay.
I think he's going to play a lot. Oh, and Taylor, the kid at the Lakers got much better. I don't know what the fuck y'all got over there.
Oh yeah, yo, he turned it up.
That boy looked different.
Who?
I hope it lasts.
The THC.
Thornton
Tucker.
Yeah.
Look different. He looked good.
He looked good, but you know, it's all preseason. You can't overreact on that shit.
Yeah, that's what I said. I just hope that he saves it for when he needs to.
It looked too easy for him. It looked like he got it. Like something just said, okay, this is easy.
The rookie that Sacramento drafted looks good. He went to I think he went to Iowa State. I can't ever pronounce his name.
Hallenberg.
Yeah.
Hallenberg good, but
I think he's about to. I think
he coming off the bench.
He might take Buddy Hield's starting spot soon.
No, he's a point guard. He's a real point guard. He's been running point guard for USA Olympics for USA team since he's been like 15. He's a 2 point.
He's not taking DeAndre Fox's spot.
That's why he's coming off the bench. No. He's not. He's nowhere near a 2. If anything, they're gonna have to play together because you're not gonna take Buddy Hield's jump shot out the lineup.
I seen the preseason game. He was playing off the ball.
Oh, of course, because he
played with the point and off the ball.
But that's his niche. That he's a true point guard, though. That's his niche. Like the kid been playing, starting at the point for his age group since he's been like 15 years old for the Olympics.
I hear you, my nigga. But why would they draft him so high?
And that's a steal. Fox. No, that's a steal.
I didn't understand that.
Well, they were drafting because they got him as a steal.
Why draft him so high when you have a point guard already?
He fell to them. Like the kid was supposed to go 1 through 4 his whole life. Like even if you was watching the draft, the kid like why hasn't he gone? Why hasn't he gone? The Knicks passed on him.
The nigga looked good. That's what I was trying to say. The nigga looked like
he do. Listen, the kid is different.
No, he's tough.
The kid is tough. But how are you gonna win Rookie of the Year coming off the bench?
I'm not saying that he's gonna win Rookie of the Year. You just say who looks good, rookies that look good.
Okay.
Now, who you think is taking Rookie of the Year? Because G said the kid from Cleveland, Okoro.
Right.
Shit. Well, I'll give it a Wiseman, right? He's gonna jump into the Golden State Warriors to start. You know what I mean? I'll give it to him.
You know what? I'm going LaMelo Ball, kid. He gonna figure it out, and he's gonna have like 7,000 assists this year.
I never seen a Rookie of the Year come off the bench.
He's getting Terry Rozier a spot, bro. What's Terry Rozier doing? He can't get 20 in Dykeman right now, bro. Come on, son. Nah. Rookie of the Year.
I seen Rozier at Dykeman. It didn't look too good.
Nah, he was regular. The park is different for people.
Rozier's
and
he was going hard as hell.
Super.
But
all right, so tell all them niggas that Rozier was looking like a bum to. Let's see how they look in the A game.
No. What I'm saying is he was trying hard. He was trying to do a lot of street shit. It didn't come out right. It didn't look fluid.
You could tell that that's not the type of basketball player he is.
Right. But he was going hard. Like he was going hard the way he goes in the NBA. But
Rookie of the Year, I think. I mean, yeah. Basically, to me, it'll be either the ones that get the most, like you said, the players that I think that are going to get the biggest opportunities is Wiseman and that kid Okoro. And I think Okoro has the opportunity to do more because Wiseman has more around him that takes he don't really have to do much but rebound and play some defense. You know what I'm saying?
He's probably gonna average a double-double.
But I was about to say his stats are gonna probably be crazy because he doesn't have to score so much. So he doesn't have to worry about that. He can do all the other stuff. Block shots, rebound, and all that. You know what I mean?
We ain't see him playing the preseason, man. We don't
at all. I'm going off of assumptions. That's why they drafted the kid. You know what I mean? I don't think they drafted him to make him a stretch 5. Or I could be wrong. He shoots the 3.
I mean, they all shoot it now. You got Andre Drummond shooting 3s now. They all shooting it now.
I mean, I think Wiseman could walk away with it. I think Okuro's in a better situation to get it though.
Totally. Shots,
I don't think, minutes. Do you have to win as a rookie?
No, of course not. No.
No, Iverson ain't win games when he took it.
You have to win.
So yeah, I mean, Okoro probably. I'll say Okoro because Melo isn't what. See, my thing with LaMelo Ball, I like how he passes the ball, but that's it. Like that's it. That's it, man. I like that he rebounds and he looks up, and you know, like his passing, what he brings in that aspect of basketball. I love how he plays that style, but his shot, them knees touching, it takes 10 minutes to get here and up. Like he can't play no defense. Like he got to learn that. He got to learn how to play basketball all over again. You know what I mean? And that's not saying anything bad about him. He's there. You know, I think he'd be better than Lonzo, man.
The hype is there.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, listen, if the whole game was just fast breaks, like if it was like 3-on-2 the whole game, that nigga LaMelo Ball be a rookie of the year.
Fact.
But there's half-court offense.
Yeah, sets, screen and rolls, yeah.
He looked good in the half court. He looked good on pick and rolls and all that, lobs and all that. He looked good.
Passing the ball, he don't have a problem.
In the half court, he looked good.
Yeah, he don't have a problem passing the ball.
Not getting his own shots now. Not getting his own shots.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. He can't get his own shots. Huh?
Can he look good the whole time running the half court when it gets like that is the problem.
He's not going to get the opportunity. I think sooner or later he's going to have to play all.
He's not going to get it because he's not ready for it neither.
Nah. How do you know?
He's not ready.
How do we know?
Well, defensively, he's not ready.
I don't think he's ready because I saw the 2 or 3 games. The first game he started.
Yep.
Right? The first game he started. The second game, they went right back to Graham and Rozier. And then
I never saw him start.
They did the same thing. You know, so they gave him an opportunity.
Mm-hmm. No. They just gave
crazy.
They just gave the other two a day off. That's all. They just gave him a day off.
No, honestly, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I just really think they're gonna end up trading Graham, so they gotta have him playing because you can't trade a product that doesn't look good. I just think that eventually they're gonna trade Graham or get him out of there and give the keys to LaMelo, honestly. But you can't put LaMelo to start and send Graham to the bench and then expect to get compensated good for Graham. Because when you have out there, Graham is hitting you 6-7 3-pointers, B. Every other game, boy, that kid is all right.
No, right now Graham is better than Ball. But Ball's the number 3 pick.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And they're gonna let and Graham is on a like G League minimal contract that he's gonna look for the bag. So it fits perfect. Graham is gonna be on his way out, and Melo's gonna be on his way in on that spot.
We'll see how it pans out. Quick question before we wrap this up, because I already know how you do, Twin. Draymond Green, Hall of Famer?
Who?
Draymond Green.
Not yet.
And if not yet, then never.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
What can he do? What can he do more than what he's done already?
His numbers won't get him there. So he got
the Defensive Player of the Year.
His numbers won't get there, so he will have to continue.
He gotta do a couple of more things. Another Defensive Player of the Year.
No.
Right?
All right.
Another good championship run. You don't gotta win it, right? But go on another run without KD. You know what I'm saying? Go on another run without KD. Get another champion. Get another defensive thing.
Player of the Year.
And have a career year offensively. He still got time for that.
I don't think so. Who you got Defensive Player of the Year?
Let me go back. Let me get to that Draymond Green thing real quick.
Go ahead, Crack.
Draymond Green is not a Hall of Famer right now. And I can't see how he can improve his chances of being a Hall of Famer. because I can't see Golden State. Maybe if you go somewhere else and some ramen type stuff and win 2 or 3 somewhere else and be like the backbone of that team, then okay. But as far as staying in Golden State, I can't see it. I can't see him making a final. If he wins another chip, if his numbers stay the same, you know, is like how like he's not Dennis Rodman. He didn't average 17 rebounds a game for 5-7 straight years.
I asked this because your man that's gonna see this left. Your man Junior is telling me that Jordan never faced 4 Hall of Famers on one team, and I'm like, how is Draymond Green a Hall of Famer? And he's reading me his accolades. I'm like, yo, I brought up Dennis Rodman. I don't see how Draymond's a Hall of Famer.
Jordan did face 4 Hall of Famers, Boston Celtics.
No, for a chip in the finals.
Yeah, but I think Draymond.
I think Iguodala is a Hall of Famer before Draymond.
Borderline.
I think Iguodala is a Hall of Famer before Draymond.
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
How? With the Finals MVP, that's it?
As many rings, he was a go-to player before that at Philadelphia. I mean, like, I don't think that's too far off. Where Iguodala definitely had a better NBA career than Draymond has to this point.
This is the type of shit I love about Gio.
Really, he has.
Gio said 5 minutes ago, right? How can a nigga win Rookie of the Year coming off the bench, right?
Right. But
now this nigga saying that Iguodala is a Hall of Famer before Draymond, and the back end of Iguodala's great years were coming off the bench.
So did Manu. Manu came off the bench.
We're not talking about Manu. We're talking about Green and Iguodala.
But you're telling
Manu's
me that
hands down a Hall of Famer, and he used to start also.
But you're telling me how can a dude come off the bench and be a Hall of Famer? I just gave you an example. That's all. I gave you an example. Nobody's comparing them.
Manu didn't play the majority of his career as a bench player.
Yes, he did.
The majority?
Yes.
Yeah, he did.
He did.
Okay.
He started maybe 100 games in his life.
Gotcha.
Maybe in his whole life. Maybe, and that's a lot. Where Iguodala was at Philly,
he didn't win.
All defensive. He doesn't have to win.
Okay.
You don't have to win to be a Hall of Famer. We're talking about Hall of Fame, where he got. There's no question where he's had a better career than Draymond Green, and he has the same amount of rings as Draymond Green. How can you talk about Draymond Green as a Hall of Famer, but not talk about Iguodala not being a Hall of Famer?
Because one of the things that even puts Draymond as a Hall of Famer is that Defensive Player of the Year at 6 whatever is crazy.
I hear you.
That's crazy, right?
Iguodala has a Finals MVP.
I understand that, and Curry should have got it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why they gave it to him.
Because
for locking up LeBron, averaging 30, almost a triple-double.
And making great shots. He's making big shots. He's the one guarding the man for 40 minutes.
Yeah, but that nigga went 0 for 9 in the free throws in the finals, which is the longest streak ever. Like, just off that, I wouldn't have gave him MVP, even though he did a lot of MVP shit.
Right. Because me watching it, I thought that he played harder than anybody on the court. Iguodala was going hard, and I wasn't the only one that felt that way because the media gave him the Finals MVP, and I don't think there was any question who deserved that Finals MVP. I don't think there was any question.
Listen, that nigga missed 9 straight free throws, boy.
May have deserved the 3rd one, but like I said, Iguodala had a better career than Draymond Green. Got the same amount of chips, and he's part of the Hampton 5.
Draymond's career is far from over, and he's done more. He's been more successful in his early years than Iguodala was.
Well, Iguodala, numbers wise, no. And they end up and they still have the same amount of chips. And unless Draymond moves on, he'll never win another one. Unless he moves on, he'll never win another. Iguodala ended up in
that confident because It's to
Iguodala
fit
ended
your
up on another
narrative,
chip
but
last
you
year.
don't know that.
Iguodala
Draymond
ended
may
up on
win
another
another
chip. Iguodala was on another championship team last year.
It's true.
I mean, you know,
After
so
sitting out, but
there's no
no
question who's had
stats,
a
no
better career.
nothing.
There's no question who's had a better career. Iguodala's part of the Hampton Five.
I would say this since we're recording. This is
Ain't
what I would
nobody else.
say. This is what I would say. Draymond's part of the Hampton Five.
And so is Iguodala, who's had a
Alright, so
better
what the fuck you
career
talking about,
and
nigga?
a Finals MVP. So has
Oh.
Iguodala, who's had a better career and a Finals MVP. Iguodala was actually a go-to player in this league.
Green's career's not over.
They got rid of Allen Iverson because of Iguodala.
And that turned out to be a mistake.
Whether it was or not, give him the keys. He's
That's a
bigger, he's
fact.
stronger,
Right, they
he's
gave him
younger.
the key, but what I'm saying
Don't
is
tell me that if that
Draymond will make it to the Hall of Fame before Iguodala. Put that shit. I just want to put that on tape. I hear your arguments and all that.
I hear you.
Draymond will make it to the Hall of Fame before
makes
Iguodala.
no sense. That makes no sense to me. That makes no sense to me. Iguodala already got voted Finals MVP. The media's already on his side. He'll get in. And none of them is first ballot.
Yeah, no way.
But Iguodala get in before Draymond.
Listen,
I think
saying Dre's gonna get in. Listen? A lot of stuff don't make sense, right? You was out here talking about I'm crazy for my John Wall, Westbrook stuff. You know what I'm saying? But today you brought up the perfect example how John Wall could play with James Harden.
I never
right? But not Westbrook.
I never said that. Look, you have rewind this tape. I never said that. What I said was that Westbrook was able to have 27 with him. That I don't think John Wall can do that. That John Wall can just play off the basketball. That's what I said. That there's no way
the players in Houston are better fit for James Harden.
I never said that. I never said that because John, you're gonna have. I say in the streets I say in the streets every day too. John Wall can. I said it yesterday in the streets. John Wall is not gonna sit there, and you don't expect John Wall to sit there and hit open threes.
No way.
If anything, you're supposed to reverse that. James Harden sit there and wait for the open three. No, I don't think so. Where Westbrook, give him the ball, he's gonna go no matter what. Where John Wall's going to probably look to facilitate, or they're going to give him the ball with 3 seconds left on the clock, which is out of his element. So no, I don't think that that Wall is a better fit with Harden. No, I don't think so. Wall needs the basketball. Wall needs the basketball in his hand.
No, I think Wall is a better fit for James Harden if James Harden's going to play off the ball. If not, then no.
But that's not going to happen.
That's not his game.
You're not taking the ball from James Harden to give it to John Wall. So now you expect John Wall to sit there and hit open threes? He's Tucker? Or like what? Like
it's not that simple. John, he could spread it and drive. Like Westbrook
drive and kick out.
After James Harden pounds the ball for 16 seconds.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying. Without James
Harden pounds it for 16, he's gonna get the basketball.
James Harden, they're not gonna play the same way. It's already known.
Well, they can't play the same way because now you got Boogie in the middle. Now you got Woods also in the middle. Where last year they got rid of the big so Westbrook could get to the basket.
So they're not gonna play the same.
So
don't bring up the
James
Harden thing because it's not his team anymore.
You're gonna take the ball out of James Harden's hand to give it to John Wall.
No, but he's not gonna have it as much in his hand.
So who's gonna stand around watching the other one play?
It doesn't matter. That offense is D'Antoni's. That offense with one nigga holding the ball forever is D'Antoni.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a different offense.
Who's moving without the basketball?
Yo, my nigga, it doesn't matter. They're gonna stand outside.
You either have
James spread. They're gonna go 5 wide.
It's proven you're either gonna have James Harden off the basketball, just not even crossing half court when he doesn't have the basketball, because he does it every time he plays with Chris Paul and Westbrook, right? So that's not going to change. If you think that's going to change because he's playing with John Wall, then there's something wrong.
They trying to trade that nigga anyway.
Hold on, he hasn't been traded yet, though. Okay. So now when James Harden has the ball, is John Wall effective standing at the 3-point line?
No way.
Okay. Now when John Wall has the ball, is James Harden moving around, or is he standing at the 3-point line?
See, that's what I'm saying. If James Harden can learn to
now, even if you spread with James Harden with John Wall at the point at the top of the key, even if you spread, is he the same? Does he create the same fear, or will he create the same plays that James Harden does? While Tucker and them are standing around, Boogie waiting for John Wall to make something happen. Like, regardless, it doesn't work. It's not a good fit for either one of these two players. Somebody's gonna stand around watching. John Wall's coming off for picks, pin downs, ready to hit a three.
They're together now.
Yeah, they're gonna have to figure it out.
But look how they played the other day when Boogie and John Wall went to the bench. They didn't play the whole game. John Wall had the ball in his hand. They won by 35 a preseason game, making every shot. It's just the way he plays. The dude is fantastic at what he does. And it's been proven that he wins regular season games with that. That he goes to conference championships with that game. That's how good he is. He's a one-man band. He's that good.
Nah, definitely is. Last one, Twin, Defensive Player of the Year.
Rudy Gobert.
Yo, they just gave him the bag. That's crazy. Who you got, G?
I'm gonna go Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons. I'm gonna go Anthony Davis.
This nigga got Anthony Davis MVP, Anthony Davis Defensive Player of the Year, Anthony Davis Finals MVP.
Yo, he's playing with Jesus and high tops, bro. LeBron can make anything happen, bro. He made Mo Williams an all-star. Cut it out. Yo,
took a bag of chips to the finals, nigga. Nigga, LeBron is out here handing out finals rings to bum ass niggas. Your nigga, the same year J.R. Smith is beating a nigga up for breaking his car window, he's winning a championship. También, Diablo.
Son, Dion Waiters looked like he was waiting for a custody to call him, and he was at a Dykeman game, son.
That's a fact.
He had the sweats pulled up with his chain on. He had his phone in his hand.
That nigga look like he came straight out the Dykeman projects, nigga.
Yo, early. Yo, fellas, I appreciate y'all, Twin. I know we passed your time limit. I already know what it is. G, I appreciate you like always. Y'all already know, man. I'm going to holler at y'all when I holler at y'all. Before I holler at y'all, I'm going to holler at y'all.
Y'all ready, dog.
Yes, sir.